consistent. That would be the way I would describe it. There's, in terms of the X's and O's, there's not a whole lot that we've done differently. We've added a couple wrinkles to things. There's one different set. We talked through it the day we introed it before the first Minnesota game. So I think he's comfortable. There was nothing today that we had to stop and be like, "Hey, LeBron, remember we do this." No, he's pretty dialed. He's been a participant in terms of his voice in film and his voice on the court in practice. So he's been engaged.
And if you think you have to kind of wait to see how his body responds to the day, the decision on him most likely going to be until tomorrow for the Utah game.
That'll be a conversation with him and Mike and the performance team.
Last question. There's been obviously some discussion about you guys have built out your culture, you're 10-4, you're adding obviously this huge piece, but I guess just in your time around LeBron, how adaptable has he been? And how do you think that will affect his ability to integrate?
I would describe him as very adaptable. Not just in my time, but he's adapted throughout his career to the system, his teammates, what the game requires. The league has evolved. He's evolved. It's why he's still in year 23 and coming off an All-NBA season in year 22. I think he's always been able to adapt. And again, it's not like the playing with Luka, playing with this version of AR. It's not like he hasn't done that already. He did it for 2.5, 3 months last season. So I don't expect it to be perfect, but I also don't expect it to be like, oh, these guys have never, seen each other and met each other, and don't know each other's names. They know what each of them bring, and I think it'll be fairly positive from the get-go.
Thanks, Coach.
It's nice to have a new player back with the team. Just what's this last
Definitely feel
month,
new for sure.
Been like for you, just mentally, physically, part as you ramp up for historic.
Yeah, it's just been kind of the same, revolving door, just repetition, rehabbing. Just trying to get back to where I feel like myself again. It's great to be out here today.
How are you feeling at this point after kind of going full?
As expected. Obviously, my lungs feel like a newborn baby. That's the most important thing. I got to get my lungs back up to a grown man, and my voice is already gone. One day back, barking out calls and assignments and stuff, and getting my voice working again. So, be a lot of tea and rest tonight.
I feel good though.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to be out here with the guys. Miss them.
Man, what would be the deciding factor for you and your team on whether you play tomorrow night?
We got a long time. We've been taking literally 1 minute, 1 hour, one step at a time throughout this whole process. So, see how I feel this afternoon, see how I feel tonight. When I wake up in the morning, we probably have shoot around. So, just got to see how the body responds over the next 24 hours plus.
Even kind of caught people off guard to hear LeBron James being in the G League.
Nah, AR is funny. AR is funny.
What was that experience like for you, and how was it helpful in getting you to where you are today?
It was great. I appreciate the coaching staff and the players allowing me to, kind of, change the practice detail a little bit. They usually go at 11. I'm an early bird. I was like, can we go at 10? I wanted to go at 8, but a little pull and tuck and pull. But it's very humbling. I could just go out there. That's the benefit of having a farm system, basically. The guys were gone on that long road trip. I got cleared to play some 5-on-5 for the first time since hurt my MCL versus Minnesota. And that was the blessing. They was here preparing for their games, and I got an opportunity to get a couple runs in with them, a couple practices in, so it was a blessing.
You've never started a season injured before. What was that like mentally?
It sucks. It definitely sucks. Never in my life, since I started playing the game of basketball, have I ever not started a season in my life. So, it's been a mind test, but I'm built for it, and it's been putting in the work, both mentally and physically, and just trying to get myself ready to rejoin the team.
This group went 10-4 without you.
Yeah.
What did you kind of make of some of those moments? What have you seen watching them?
Seen a lot. Obviously. The road trip went pretty good. It was a good way to end the road trip in Milwaukee. That back-to-back starting, in New Orleans. So those last 2 games was very key. But guys have just been like everyone enjoys being around each other and love playing for one another. A lot of guys sacrifices. So just always, for me, just seeing ways I could just fit in organically, right off the top. I know ways I can help this team right away when I am put back in the lineup.
How was the sciatica limiting while you were out?
You ever had it?
Never.
Anybody ever had it?
Some version of it.
What did you know about it before you did?
I've had it. I had it 2 years ago. If you had it, then you know what the hell it's about. If you ain't never had it, and people making jokes about it, I pray you never get it. It's not fun.
Did you have it during the season 2 years ago or off?
No, off season.
Well, given your multi-skill resume and
Say that again. I'm sorry.
given your multi-skill resume and the
Yeah.
makeup of the team, how similar or different do you expect your role this season to be compared to last season?
Don't matter. I'm a ball player. The best thing about me and the way I've built my game over my whole life and my coaches since I was in Little League, I've never had a position. Spo always just say positionless basketball, be positionless. It's not one team, one club in the world that I can't fit in and play for. I can do everything on the floor, so whatever this team needs me to do and more, I can do it when I'm back to myself.
You mentioned just how the chemistry has been,
Yeah.
and the vibes have been high.
Yeah.
What's kind of been the dynamic between you kind of getting back integrated with the guys, and has anything surprised you about?
Yeah, I got to work my way back into it. I mean, the guys have been doing road trips, shoot-arounds, been on flights, so I got to work my way back into the fold of things. So it's kind of like a kid going to a new school again, just kind of, got to learn the guys and everything. So they got some great chemistry, and I'm just, feel my way back in and do it organically. So it shouldn't be hard, but definitely it's going to be a fill-out process.
Even maybe pre-sciatica, entering year 23,
Yeah.
over 40 years old. I can tell you all the other ways that you're Super Bowl. But did you have different plans for yourself in terms of the way you were going to handle your body this year?
During the season?
Yeah, like even in the build through the summer, was it?
Not for the
business
season.
as
No,
usual?
it was only business as usual. I would say, at this point, how many miles I got on my body as far as how long I've played, to not be on the court as much, kind of giving, everything to adjust. But I mean, I got a pretty bad MCL sprain against Minnesota, so I couldn't really do nothing for like 8 to 10 weeks anyways, as far as, on the court anyway. So that kind of set me back, and not too long after that, I started to feel, my hip and my back and things of that nature, so started going this way. So everything kind of changed. My whole dynamic kind of changed of how I was going to prepare for the season. But it's all a blessing in disguise.
When did that process to getting to today, to getting maybe on the cusp of this, when did it like really start? Like, were you, because you were doing individual stuff a little bit?
Yeah, like mid-June I started to feel it, I think like mid-June. Yeah, I think it was like mid-June.
Well, how long have you been pain-free? Or are you pain-free?
I won't take it that far. Like I said, if you ever had it, you go about it, you wake up one day and you hope that when you step down out of the bed, you don't feel it. You go to bed at night and hope when you get in the bed, you don't feel it. So I've been doing pretty good with it as of late. It's a lot of exercises and a lot of mobility things and a lot of things that you can do to help it. So I'm just keeping a positive mindset about it all.
Did this time make you miss it? Like everything, like playing in games, being in the NBA, suiting up with your teammates, with the competition?
I made me miss these guys. Just seeing them going out there and working. I love the work. I love the process of working. I don't miss the travel. I'm about to be 41 years old. I was happy sitting at home, on my couch after working out and things of that nature. Yeah, but I don't miss the travel, but I definitely miss the competition. I miss these guys.
Last two.
Huh?
I know what you mean about the travel.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's tough.
The time that you spent with the G League team is obviously not something that you've gone through in your career before. Does it give you a different perspective or new on just what these guys go through in the career they're trying to carve out for themselves?
I didn't need to go down there to practice with them to understand and appreciate what they go through on trying to get to the big leagues. It's a dream of all of ours, and no matter where you start, you're always trying to figure out a way how you can make a name for yourself in this part in the NBA. And those guys sacrifice every day. They come in here and they work. They go in their games, they play, they prepare just like we do. With the hopes and the dreams of being called up someday. So, as much respect to not only our farm club, but to all the clubs that's around the league.
Last question.
Kind of knowing how you go about your day.
Yeah.
How much film you watch. How has this last few weeks been for you in terms of watching film?
Yeah.
Being able to digest what you've been seeing across the league, and then also what you've been able to see from Aiden. Someone I know that you've been flying on the pocket pass.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, just breaking down our team and seeing how well we've been playing both offensively and defensively for the majority of the season. I just love the ball movement, the dominance between Luka and AR kind of running the whole show. And then, DA just anchoring the back line, with his ability to set screens, one of the best screen setters we have in this league, but also making himself available either for pocket passes and a short jump shot that he has at 15 feet or getting lobs behind the basket, and then Jack's kind of backing him up. And then everybody else just kind of, Jake and Rui and Marcus and everybody, and Maxey big minutes, against Milwaukee. Some of the games that some of the guys were out, and you've seen Nick Smith and Bronny give production in that game in Portland, off a back-to-back, and everybody just when guys' numbers been called, guys have been ready, and that's just straight professionalism. And but it's also like everybody enjoy competing for each other, and riding for each other. So I want to leave Gabe out. Vando, Rook got his first points the other night. That was awesome. Shout out Giannis for getting the ball. I don't know they was tripping about that, but yeah, that was just weird. That's just weird. There's a lot of weird shit going on these days. Shout out Rook getting his first points. And I know y'all miss me. Okay, bye.